But what I want to talk to you about today, get you to think about what you do better than anybody else so that you can live your life. When I look at people like Russell Simmons, he can go to a meeting, he can wear whatever he wants to. He can come with a baseball hat, he can do all kinds of stuff. But he's gotten to a point that he can do that. Right? So we have to get to a place to where now we can set the tone and we can write the book the way we want the book to be read, right? And so again, as we begin to think about this workplace that's changing, one of the things to think about here is that the average person is going to be on the job that they're on today 4.4 years. The average woman is going to change jobs 10.7 times in her lifetime. The average man is going to change jobs 11.4 times in his lifetime. So what that means is that change is imminent. You are going to change. Where you're working at today, I'll never forget, I went to one event and I saw this guy and he literally had on a gold watch. We've all heard, I'm going to work for 30 years, I'm going to get this gold watch. He worked for A&P and literally he had a gold watch that had A&P on it. I had never seen somebody who had got a gold watch. But the average person is not going to be at the same place that they start their career out at. So you have to think about how do you prepare yourself so that your skills are transferable when you leave that job or leave that position. Not saying that you want to abandon the company that you're at, but you have to understand that decisions are made every single day. And the easiest way to cut costs is to cut heads, if you want to be able to make budgets. And so again, you have to think about making sure that whatever you're doing, you're preparing yourself so that you can be the kind of asset, human asset that companies have to have. So when they're making cuts, they can't afford to cut you, right? Because of the value that you bring to the table. How many people believe that that's the kind of human asset that they are? Okay, so we have a couple people. Okay, so everybody else, I guess you don't bring any value to them. That's okay. All right. So again, we want you to be confident, right, that you bring something to the table. You have to know what you bring to the table to be able to communicate that to the outside world. But as we talk about that, I want you to think about what you're committing your life to. And this is bigger than Facebook. This is bigger than how many profiles you're going to have online, whether you're going to be in LinkedIn or not. I was doing this study, and it said that the average person lives 73 years. This is what I found in Google, so I know it had to be true, right? So, and I love Google. Yes, and they are sponsored, right? So we need to support the company that support us, right? Right? You always support the company that supports you. That's critically important. All right, so I need me a Chromebook now. Okay, so now, so the average person lives 73 years. Me, I'm personally going to live probably about 120 years. There's a lot of stuff that I have to accomplish. But if we just go based on the data that we find online, that means that the average person is going to live 683,000 hours, right? So if you live 683,000 hours, what are some of the largest activities that you're going to do in life? Sleep is one of them. That's the great answer, right? So next to sleeping, it's going to be work. So that means that the average person, they start working at age 18 and they work to age 65. Most people are going to work past 65. And most people are going to work more than 40 hours per week. At a minimum, you're going to work 89,440 hours. So the first question that I have for you today is, what are you committing your life to? And I'm going to pause right here for effect, folks. So I want you to think about, what are you waking up every single day to spend 89,000 plus hours doing? Is it something that you believe that you can be the best at? Right? And if you look straight ahead, nobody knows that I'm talking about you, right? But at the end of the day, we have to think about what do we want to get up every single day and do? Because when we look at people who are extremely successful in the workplace, what I have found is a constant theme is that they're doing what they love to do. So the work that they do is not like they're putting in work that they love doing. Bill Gates did not start out wanting to be a billionaire. He just loved playing with computers. And we'll go break into the University of Washington at night and go work on stuff. Right? But the timing of what he was doing was perfect, but he was passionate about it. And so as you begin to think about this, I want you to think about, what are you committing your life? What are the things that you want to do that you can, again, operate at a minimum at the top 3% in the entire world?